This year's Halloween event in Fortnite Battle Royale is going to take the title for the most hyped event of this year. With the possibility of high value skins coming back, like the Skull and Gold Trooper, and the probable re-edition of the classic Pumpkin Launcher, we as fans can only wonder what else Epic Games has in store. Not to say that Fortnite wasn't popular at the time of the first Halloween event, but Epic Games as a developer and we as a community have grown into making them a multi-billion-dollar organization. And to say that they have stepped their game up since then is a significant understatement. With Halloween only a short while away, these are the top 5 Halloween skins we need in Fortnite. Before we get into today's video, if you could take a quick second to smash that like button and subscribe for more daily Fortnite content, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't be afraid to leave a comment saying which item you would love to see back in Fortnite, or simply just say what's up.
What's up, Miss Tasty? What's up, what's up?
Also, especially with today's video, make sure to go and give some love to all the artists that made the skins we show, as they put a lot of work into these and I'm sure they would appreciate some attention. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Number 5. Number 5 on this list is bringing back a highly requested classic. The male Gold Trooper is for sure a popular choice to add to the game, as his female counterpart is currently one of the rare skins in the game. This skin wouldn't just be added because its counterpart is rare though, it would be added because it looks awesome. The female Gold Trooper alone is an awesome looking skin, and its coolness definitely helps its rarity. So seeing a skin similar but different to it is a sick idea. This new Gold Trooper shown is just fan art. Credit to the artist Aizo, but I honestly believe he nailed this one. The skin keeps it relatively simple, just like the original, but it still has that edgy factor. The green skin and red blot set it apart from other skins, and the different character models make the two distinguishable from each other. With Epic Games as the developer, we could expect to see more creativity put into the counterpart, opposed to just a reskin onto a male character model. We have seen plenty of skins get remakes in the other gender, like the Raven, Omega, or Bright Bomber. So far all those have worked out well, so it doesn't make sense for Epic Games to not put this into the game. The only reason I can think of is maybe they don't like easy money. They could even come up with a cooler name for it, like Ghoul Captain or Ghoul Knight? I don't know, that's Epic's job, not mine. So it's probably better that I stick to this for now. Number 4. Now what is one skin that has a male counterpart is also highly requested, but somehow more so than the male Gold Trooper. You probably already saw this one coming, as at our number 4 spot we have the female Skull Trooper. These are both placing a little bit higher on this list, not because they aren't skins we need, but more because they are the obvious answers. Not obvious enough to not make the list, but they are higher for that reason only. Anyway, now that I've been a downer towards this skin, let's talk about why this thing can be amazing. So this skin is going to be placed a little better than the Gold Trooper, and that's just because it's got a little bit more to it. The little hood and the bone design on his clothes makes Gold Trooper stand out more, so it would obviously be the same for the female version. Concept art by Sitch Art is probably the most accurate for what the skin could look like if Epic decided to just throw the same clothes and face paint on a female character. They could easily make this skin way cooler, maybe by making her an actual skeleton, rather than just someone in a costume. Either way, most players that have the Skull Trooper right now are considered pretty good at the game, as they have most likely had the account long enough to have purchased the skin when it came out all those months ago. So it is pretty scary seeing one of those guys in the game, but imagine seeing a duo of both Skull Troopers. Throw a set of wings on these guys and you got yourself a pretty spooky duo. At this point, I feel obligated to come up with a name for these skins, as female Skull Trooper isn't really doing these things any justice. For this skin, maybe we could call it Skull Soldier? It's looking like I'm 0-2 on these new names. Number 3. Creeping into the number 3 spot, we have the Voodoo Doll skin. Notice how I said creeping in, probably because this thing is nightmare material. Now huge props to Fantasy Fool for making this, but I have to gotta say, this is weirdly scary. It isn't to the point where it's gonna make someone not want to play the game because they're afraid they'll see it and then have to go to therapy, but it does have that eerie vibe. Weirdly enough, I can kind of see Epic actually designing a skin like this, as it gives me a cuddle team leader kind of vibe. I am sure they would round out some of the edges to make it a little bit more kid-friendly, but the concept and execution just looks really cool. The artist even gives the skin its own harvesting tool, with the ball of thread and needles poking out. Even the little X's as eyes show the attention to detail put into this one, as I believe that is something required for an actual Voodoo Doll. Not that I'm into Voodoo or anything, it's just that's what I recall from any cartoon I've absorbed over the years. This skin would be a really cool addition and maybe add a new edge to skins that we haven't really seen before. As for what to call this, I think something like the puppet would be cool. Number 2. In a game where your goal is to take out enemies to be the last one remaining, it'd be kind of ironic to have the embodiment of death getting the job done. Our number 2 spot today is going to be Death, or the Grim Reaper, or the End. Whatever, we'll get into the name later. I've got to say, this is one of those skins that you just have to admire. A lot of games have Grim Reaper or Death type skins, so it would for sure be interesting to see Epic's take on it.
Bloody undead. Unbloody dead. I mean, it's even worse than bloody cats. Undead. What's the bloody point?
The concept art shown is by Lazy Vlandos. Hope I pronounced that right. And I feel like they've got a pretty good take on how the skin should be done. The silverish skull looks cool, and I really like the whole red theme of the skin rather than the usual all black. The harvesting tool they created looks like an upgraded scythe, and the back bling is a nice attention to detail as the Book of the Dead. I think the skin itself would be awesome if I had some fire around the head or somewhere on the body just to add a little flair to the look. That was the last one, I swear, I'm sorry. If I were to pick a new name for this skin, I'd have to go with The End. It's kind of cocky, but hey, isn't the whole skin cocky? I mean, you're literally playing as death. Honorable mention. For this list, I really like the idea of a Headless Horseman type skin, but there just isn't a whole lot separating the Headless Horseman and the Raven with a pumpkin on his head. The concept art is pretty good looking, don't get me wrong. I just don't think there are a lot of ways to separate this skin from the Raven besides a pumpkin head. I'd say that it'd be awesome to actually have the headless character, but hitboxes and basic game balances exist, so it's safe to assume that the game is better without any headless characters. Cool idea, but not something I think we absolutely need in the game. So the Headless Horseman is going to land as an honorable mention on today's list. Number 1. Okay, so I think we can all admit, Scarecrows used to be pretty lame. I mean, they were just some burlap and straw shoved together with a face drawn on or glued on. Nothing too special, just something to scare away the crows. A lot of people forget that's why they were made for, but that's beyond the point. These guys are actually pretty cool now. Our number 1 spot on the top 5 Halloween skins we need is a great example of how cool a Scarecrow can become, as this guy looks deadly. With his long and glowing orange eyes, the skin is like an epitome of Halloween. There have been mild suggestions on how each of the other skins could be changed or tweaked, but this one honestly looks flawless. This Scarecrow has the perfect mix of spooky and cool, with a dash of epic signature style and design. Huge props to artist Noble Batterfly, as the skin is exactly the kind of thing that players and fans should expect from Epic when heading into the Halloween event. If this was something ever released into the shop, I don't think I would think twice about dropping $20 on it. If Epic Games wanted to be an even better developer than they already are and actually make fan art into skins, I genuinely think that this skin should be chosen. It just looks so game ready and professional. I do not see why they wouldn't put it in. The artist of this skin called it Scarecrow, and for the first time on this list, that's the name I'm going to go with because it fits well and this thing looks spectacular. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this list. If you disagreed or have anything to say, just leave a comment and let me know down below, or just say what's up.
What's up, Miss Tasty? What's up, what's up?
It's always great to see opinions and feedback. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that little bell. Thanks for watching, guys.